like we really out here. Like I don't know what else to say. Like I'm really living the high-rise life. Like this is crazy, but it's not crazy to God. Good apples. The mission is accomplished today. I'm super proud of myself. You guys see the sheen of sweat over my face because just moving around is a lot. I'm a little discombobulated, guys, and tired. But I toured an apartment today, which is the only thing really on my agenda besides buying groceries. I love the unit because it's the most convenient to where I work, and also convenient because there are a lot of shops and places around and I don't have to commute anywhere unless I'm looking to go outside of where I am located, outside of home base. Fully furnished, AC, utilities, and everything like that. I was very, very pleased with it. Also, I realized this is not going to be everybody's experience. So I'm very, very lucky, very, very favored, very, very blessed to be able to tour something and be like, oh, I like it, let me take it, and then also get it discounted as well. The contract is already in the works, so I'm so excited because the place is beautiful, it's secure, and it's what I need for a really convenient price. Okay guys, I just finished grocery shopping, so I'm gonna do a haul before my roommates come back home. Let me see, I need some better lighting. I used this bag to help me shop and carry my groceries home. Got some parfait and some cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, some mangoes, and if you know me, you know I love fruit, especially tropical or citrus fruit. Pack of carrots and celery, a couple of bottles of milk, this pack of apples. Really need my fruits and vegetables because that's what makes it feel like home for me. Like, I love fruit. Got some oatmeal packs, some ranch, Pringles chip packs. I got some jam for my bread, pineapples to eat, and that's about it. Do you guys want to guess how much my bill was for all of that? Let's put it up. $31.01. And now I'm going to put all those items in the fridge or for the dry foods in my dry food section of my Airbnb. That's the cold alarm. But luckily that's it for the fridge. All my dry foods I'm gonna put in this drawer down here with my gas station purchases from the other day. These are my pancakes from this morning. Because I am in room 2, I can only use level 2 of the fridge, which isn't a problem for me. I can pack it, babe. Just, you know, I gotta get to eating, which is the important decision that I had to make today about like grocery shopping and getting myself things to eat. So otherwise, that concludes my day, at least for a couple hours, because I'm pooped. I needed to come home and I need to rest. So that's what I'm gonna do. Prayerfully, I can move into my apartment this Saturday. I will keep you guys updated about that experience. I'm gonna have to go back to the grocery store probably Saturday or Sunday, depending on what I have. Trying to take it one step at a time and not overwhelm myself. I think I'm actually gonna pop open one of those snacks I just put in the fridge. I had ramen earlier for lunch and it did not fill me at all. I mean, if you count nostalgia as something that you can eat, sure. I'm looking forward to the next couple days, just finding my rhythm here in Panama City. I will catch y'all at the next update. Hola, hola, hola. Buenas. So it's day 3 here in Panama City. I feel like everything is happening so quickly, guys, because let me tell you, I think the last vlog I said that I was super tired last night, but I ended up going to the ATM because I got the contract for an apartment that I'm looking at and that I was pretty settled on. I just thank God, because I was so overwhelmed last night because I was like, I do not have $2,000 cash to deposit to the bank. I was like, how am I gonna get this cash on time? Are they gonna accept my documents? I'm gonna be strapped for cash after this. I had an anxiety attack last night. Like, I had a couple of them. Things just started compiling and I wasn't sure what to do. And then your mind kind of goes to that place like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm dying, oh my gosh. And you're really not, you're fine. But you know, there are certain mental stressors. I'm in an unfamiliar place that speaks a foreign language, and a place that assumes I speak that foreign language, which is beautiful and also like, what did you say? But my realtor was super cool. She was like, that's okay, you can just deposit what you need, because our main priority is to open a Panamanian bank account so that I can transfer to my landlord when it's time to make the monthly payments for rent. And so that was at 9 a.m. this morning. We went running, and tomorrow's a holiday in Panama. My realtor was very cognizant of that Wednesday night. She was like, hey, let's go and get this done. So we went to the bank of the landlord. I deposited my cash there. I left myself some cash so I could still navigate around. I'm sure you guys are pretty aware of what the next thing on my wish list is. A couple bands, okay? A couple bands. We tried to open a bank account there, but they were not letting me because I don't have an official certification from the embassy or from the school where I work at to say, hey, I'm working and studying here, or from the embassy that says, hey, I'm going to fill out the immigration/visa process. But we went to another bank and we went to speak with an agent there. We just told them that, hey, I'm here to start an account. It took about an hour for the process. My realtor was speaking both Spanish and English, translating for me and translating for the agent there. And so we were able to get my account open and started. It's just not activated because I need those certifications. Actually, what's today? Today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. Wow, I have a bit of a headache here. I love speaking and studying Spanish. It's just like immersion is one thing, starting a bank account here is another, then finding an apartment here is another, buying groceries, meeting new people. There are several layers to living in a different country, and by the grace of God, by the blood of Jesus, things have been so easy. I signed the contract for the apartment this Saturday. Me and my realtor were gonna go through the checklist and make sure that the apartment is in good condition, and I may or may not move my things in there. It depends on the answers from my people, if they can give me a certification letter, if I can go to the bank on Saturday and confirm things. There's nothing really stopping me from moving in, but I just want to feel comfortable and that I don't do all that effort and then they're like, ooh, well. But yeah, the contract is signed. I felt really happy about that. It's mine for a year. I live here in Panama City, Provincia de Panama. I came back here to the apartment and my host was here. She's super sweet. She's like a grandma, the most adorable thing. Chatty, very friendly, very accommodating. I went to ask her, hey, do you have any recipes for like Panamanian food that I could borrow to see what I might be interested to cook? And she was like, yeah, I have those. She went in her storage closet and she came back out after a while. She was like, okay, I have a box of like a bunch of recipes because I used to work in a kitchen for like 50 something years. And so I have a bunch of recipes that are just in there from all around the world. And so she found Panamanian recipes and she gave me some to look through. These are it, right? Like, this is a series of magazines. Then she gave me this cookbook, which is full of like dips and pastries and stuff. And this is a set of cards that have recipes that you can use this ideal condensed milk for. Evaporated milk? Condensed milk? Let me double check that. Evaporated milk. Anyway, these are a bunch of recipes that you can make with this specific evaporated milk, and they're in these like really cute little cards with tabs. And so, for example, in this tab you have pastas and you have the recipe for those pastas, and so on for vegetables, for cakes and pastries and all that. And then she was like, I can take them. And I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah. I was like, ah. And I just wanted to cry right there, y'all, because literally my dreams are unfolding in front of me before my eyes. You know, I walked over to another apartment tour because even though I've already signed the lease, I do want to see other options around here. I took like a 15-17 minute walk down to the coastal belt. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a belt line. If you're from Atlanta, you know what the belt line is. And it's like this really long stretch of pavement where there's people walking, riding bicycles, roller skating, little areas where you can do exercise. And it's right next to the bay where there's like a yard of ships. There's this really cool red bridge that gets you across the highway because there's traffic going back and forth in 4 or 5 lanes. I met up with the owner of the apartment and her husband, and we walked through it, and it's really nice. It's really big, lots of good space, 2 rooms, 2 baths. It has a really nice view of the Cinta Costera. It's really close to the train station, and there are other amenities, a supermarket that's close by, which makes it a really good spot and location. It goes for $1,100, but she also offered me $950 for the exclusion of utilities. We walked through the apartment tower and I saw the pool. It's a huge spot and for a good price. I went because I wanted to know my options and because it was out of courtesy of my host, because the owner of the apartment that I toured is her daughter. I asked her and she provided very quickly a person whom I could contact. It wouldn't be available until the 28th of January. My host offered to extend my stay and put me in another room because this apartment has 3 rooms that are available for rent on her Airbnb site. If I were to extend it, that would be like another 9-10 days. She'd offer a discounted rate and things like that, but the apartment that I signed with, readily available, nobody's in it. I can move in as soon as I want to for a discounted rate that includes utilities and with amenities that are super convenient. There's a couple spas, there's a coffee shop, there's meeting rooms, and it's a little bit more modern, a little bit more my style, hence why I signed. After I toured the apartment, I went and got me a bottle of Gatorade because I was sweating. Friday's tomorrow, guys. Oh my gosh. Like Friday's tomorrow. It's a lot going on. My first day of work is Monday, and I'm just wondering how that's gonna go. And like, I want to move into my apartment before my first day of work so I can just be ready. I think I'm going to rest a little bit, figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner, revisit my checklists, and enjoy the wins for today. Today is January 9th. This is day 4. The way I'm counting is like the first day I arrived in Panama, that was a travel day. From January 6th on up, day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. Nothing much really happened today, which I'm grateful for because I've hit the ground running, getting acclimated to a new environment in a new city. There are days where I'm not speaking any English, which is like the dream, right? But it does take a toll on my brain. It's going to take a couple nights where my brain is just kind of absorbing everything. But all that to say, it's been one crazy, really good week. Today was more of a chill day. I really wanted to like just get into my budget because I have been spending a lot, guys, and the biggest expenses of which were my deposit to get my apartment and then paying the first month of rent. It's just something that I don't think I could really plan too much in advance for. It's like one of those things you don't know until you get there, and now I'm here and now I understand exactly where I'm going to be spending my money, how I'm going to be spending it. And so I had to bite the bullet on a couple things like ATM withdrawals. I just need to do one more and then I should be set until I can get my life in order. Friday was cool. I called some people about shipping. How can I get my packages here? There are a couple of FedEx centers around here, which is great. After that, I went down to find a coffee shop to start working and review my budget. I went around the block. I tried to follow Google Maps. Google Maps was giving sham. It was giving, I don't know where I'm taking you, or it's giving not updated. I literally was looking at a bank where a coffee shop should have been, and maybe it was inside, maybe it was somewhere different, but I honestly, it was like at the afternoon, and you know, coffee shops be closing at early hours, and I was like, I don't want to have to search for it. So I ended up going down to La Cinta Costera, where they have a bunch of hotels. I ended up just going inside this restaurant, which was on the bottom level of a hotel. I went in, I asked the server if I was allowed to work in there, and she's like, yeah, go ahead. And so I went. I just did work for a couple of hours. I went through my transactions. I just got really clear about where and how I'm spending my money, because what adds to stress for me, at least, is not having a clear picture of where my finances stand, or like a structure of how my finances are moving. And so I tracked all my expenses. I put them in different categories. I tallied them up, and then I was like, I'm hungry. But after looking at my balance sheet, I was like, I'm not paying for a meal. I trekked back to the apartment. I made me some lunch. I was watching Nobody Wants This. I put my bonnet on intending for a nap, but that just never happened. Then I went to go get some dinner, and I ended up eating my chicken wraps that I bought Monday night from the gas station, which actually were pretty good. Hopefully this is the last night that I spend in this Airbnb. Originally it was rented out for 2 weeks. It still is if I want to keep it, but I have signed the contract for my new apartment, and it's mine until February 10th, until it's time to pay rent again. Today, actually, I woke up to the sound of children's voices, and I was like, what's going on? It took me a moment to remember, because my host told me that the family of one of the other guests that's staying here is going to visit here, and they're gonna go out and celebrate the day because today's a holiday. I remember like laying there in the bed and thinking, I remember why they're here, but darn it, they're here. And not that they're being disruptive or anything like that, but this morning as I was journaling and praying and just thinking about the freedom that comes with having your own space, I was like, number one, I think I made the right choice. Number two, why don't I just move in now? I'm moving with God's plan. That's all. I'm just remaining flexible to that. Hopefully tomorrow night I'll be sleeping and unpacked in my new apartment. My new high-rise apartment. Okay guys, I'm so excited. I just got done with the inspection, and don't mind the sheen, y'all. Like, it is so hot here. Before I did the inspection, I went and walked to the ATM to do another withdrawal, and oh my gosh, there was a whole patch of sweat on my back. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna have to wear dark colors to avoid the embarrassment, but really, if we live here, aren't we used to seeing people with sweat stains? Like, what are we doing? So anyway, back to my apartment, you guys. I literally just got back. My realtor, she walked me through the whole inspection process. She showed me a couple things. She even offered to get some things that were missing from the apartment. I almost can't believe that like it happened this quickly and that I'm about to move. I still have to tell my host I'm moving. Oh my gosh, like, when my realtor dropped me off, she was like, welcome to your new apartment. I was like, so now my bed is full of my things. I am packing up currently my stuff and getting ready to get out of here. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm really living the high-rise life. Like, this is crazy, but it's not crazy to God. Anyway, the most difficult part is done. As you can see, 1, 2, and 3 are over there. I checked in with the concierge. She was asking if I was here for an Airbnb or if I was a resident. I gave her my information. Then I went up the stairs, unlocked my new apartment, walked in, and now the next order of business is to unpack, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store so that I can stock up for the weekend. Like, we really out here. There's no other words to really describe how I feel. I can't wait to get into yapping and answering questions, because I'm not just vlogging this for me, but I'm vlogging this for other people. If you have questions about this experience, what am I doing or how am I doing it, let's start a conversation, guys. As you can see, it is now nighttime. Not settling in for the night because I still have to go shopping. Just want to show you, like, I got some McDonald's delivered to me. Of course. Look at the way they sealed this drink. Like, isn't that cool? Okay, now back to my Hercules. Okay guys, here's what's in my freezer. Dang, y'all, my mind is fried. I gotta go to bed. But this is muslo de pollo ajo rostizado. So this is roasted garlic chicken drumsticks. I got some shrimp and some Atlantic salmon back here. Broccoli is up here, spinach is up here, and green beans right there. Right now in the fridge, very simple stuff: creamer, yogurt, butter, carton of eggs. Down here we got strawberries, blueberries, and bell peppers. And in here, we got get my arm right. We have a lonely piece of smoked Gouda. So, and now we've got to get the rest of the stuff here placed where it needs to go, because we got tissue, we've got towels, we got baking soda, right? Light brown sugar, some soap for the bathroom for guests, straws. Right now it's a bunch of miscellaneous stuff up here. Onion powder right here. We got some pancake mix, flour, granola, honey, black pepper, salt, olive oil, garlic powder. I got some Panamanian coffee grounds. This is oregano, but that's not what I'm excited about. This is what I'm excited about. Some Panamanian coffee grounds. It's pintao, hecho en Panama, okay? Which means made in Panama. And I get to try it out. Sugar, garlic. This is a lot of garlic. I should not run out of garlic until like ever. Vegetable oil, syrup, more soap, scissors, pins, because I needed pins, onions, because you always need onions. So now the goal is to figure out where to put everything, because it's not a lot of space, but I can make this work. This is what the pantry is looking like after I have organized everything. So there is my dishware. Here are my spices, my tea, my oils, syrup, honey, all of that, my coffee grounds and stuff. So very, very easy to organize, lots of good space. I am literally about to spend the first night in my apartment. All I can think about is how it's so much more than I asked for. I remember all the prayers I was saying about this experience, and I don't think in any of my prayers I said high-rise apartment floor. But no, for real, like, there are so many things that I was praying for, like destiny helpers, destiny door openers, just people to help me along this journey, because I'm completely a fish out of water. I feel really taken care of. It's given, blessed, and highly favored. God heard my prayers and then doubled it. I'm just like exceedingly grateful for where I'm sitting right now. I'm so glad not to be living out of my suitcase anymore. I'm so glad to have a dirty laundry bag that I can put my dirty clothes in, wash them, because I was re-wearing outfits like crazy. And now I can finally put on some new colors So now that I have breakfast, now that I have potential lunches and dinners and snacks, I feel a lot better because guys, I'm telling you, like, the decision-making process is so much harder when you don't have food. When you have to think about that and then think about other things, it just feels so much worse. If you are traveling and you have an Airbnb or you are staying somewhere for an extended period of time, please make sure you have a plan for buying food or making sure that it's the number one thing on your priority list. I know that might seem obvious, like, duh, I need to eat, duh. Of course I'm gonna go buy some food. But if you're trying to be strategic about your budget and not trying to eat out every day, please make sure that you plan to visit a grocery store. Because I didn't realize how much it was affecting me on Monday night before I went to go to the gas station to have some things in the Airbnb for myself. You guys, I had a busy day and now it's time for me to shower because I have been walking all around town today and I need to wash off the grime of today, finish up The Prince of Persia because I started watching that because I'd never seen it before. Today was a super successful day. I moved into my apartment, went to the grocery store and got some food. Uber Eats. I ordered Uber Eats. There we go. For the first time in Panama City, Provincia de Panama, Panama. I'm getting to that point, guys. Like, I'm almost settled in. Thanks for listening to me yap. Until next time.